we had this big advantage of time, right? We had a whole year to sort of plan and do product development and sort of work on the early engineering of the platforms that we knew we were going to need, which is not something we ever had in '08.
Technology in 2008 was much more accidental. It was more bubblegum and baling wire. It was like, OMG, we need this thing, we have to put it all together. Whereas this cycle, it was very deliberate.
A lot of my day on the campaign at the beginning was just massive numbers of interviews and flying around and finding people and bringing talent to Chicago.
And we were able to kind of build this kind of group of statisticians and organizers and analysts and just kind of this really diverse group of people.
This is a candidate who appeals to people who are science-minded, data-minded.
And I was responsible for the technology platform for the analytics team.
I was the director of engineering.
I was the CTO.
The deputy digital director.
Campaign's chief analytics officer.
The chief integration and innovation officer.
The deputy chief analytics officer.
The chief digital strategist.
I was one of the 3 deputy campaign managers on the campaign.
Was the digital director for President Obama's 2012 campaign. We raised $690 million online. We registered 1.1 million voters online. We grew a Facebook following from 19 million to 45 million over the course of 19 months.
I think we ended up with, definitely more than 1 million, maybe near 1.5 million quick donate users.
So we had data coming in from the field from our volunteers. We had data coming in from our staff.
We take all of that information and we put it into these models.
We use these models to inform our fundraising strategy. We use these models to inform our volunteer recruitment strategy. We use these models to inform our TV strategies.
We have spent substantially less on what appeared to be better placed ads than the Romney campaign did.
We had a modeling team, a states analytics team, a digital team, a paid media team.
The focus on usability and making a way for people to do their job better is really what it was all about.
And it sort of lets people do the work that matters most, which is centered around things like 125 million one-to-one personal conversations.
Election day is over, and it worked. We did it.
The day after the election, we were told a special guest was coming.
And all of a sudden the president comes in with Secret Service and it's all very quick.
They got the whole campaign together and he spoke to us for a few minutes.
He does this speech, which I'm sure many people have watched.
I saw kind of how exhausted he was, and I kind of looked around at my staff and I saw how exhausted they were.
The president really touched on this, they're going to be the leaders of the US in the future. These are the people who are going to lead our country.
Everybody, we had a crying moment there, and yeah, so it goes on.